Hola, hola, hola. Hello, hello, hello. How are you, beloveds? It's so great to be with you today. It's February 22nd, 2021. So we got zeros, twos, and ones. And, for me, that is always quite powerful. It's quite powerful because I make it so, and you can make it so yourself. Welcome to A Spiritual Remedy. My name is Sunshine Daye, and I am your spiritual living coach. And it is my joy to greet you on this day and to simply provide some conversation and some spiritual practice later on today where you can use these personal tools for your transformation. You see, I see a world where clean and sober people are living their best life and loving it. And though you don't have to be clean and sober to benefit from this episode and our meditations and conversations, these tools are universal tools. These are spiritual tools that transcend any religion, anything that you think might be a hindrance. These are life affirming tools that really move us forward so that we awaken to our spiritual magnificence. And so what a joy it is to be with you today. You know, in the month of February, we've been talking about beginning. And as we're at the last Monday of February already, we took the month of January to just really be clear on what it was and what it is that we really want to be free from. Folks we're talking about being free from drugs and alcohol, from stress, from anxiety, from all those intoxicants, those things that, when we're in the thick of it, we lose ourselves, we lose everything for the one thing. And now what I'm talking about is losing or eliminating the one thing so that we can have everything, right? And that we can actually face our addiction, if you will, with love and joy, and actually begin to trust in this indwelling power and presence that is living in, through, and as you, that you can begin to trust that power and that presence. So we got clear whether it was, obsessive eating or, eating things that don't, that don't serve you. Engaging in activities such as, gossip or over shopping or getting in debt and things of that nature. These are the things that when we engage in them after a little bit, or even during them, we don't feel good about ourselves. And so we have this opportunity now in January to get really clear as to what it was that we wanted to leave behind. And now in the month of February, what we have been doing is engaging in spiritual practices and life affirming practices that have us beginning and having a start. Let's, what does the word beginning mean? By the way, we're using beginning because we're using my book, Begin Within. Begin Within. It's a playbook for living your genuine life. And in it, there's 13 topics. And the definition of beginning is it's a noun, of course. The point in time or space at which something starts. The point in time or space at which something starts. So when we think about this place, this point where we start. Good morning, Elsa. So glad that you're here with us today. Bienvenida. Muchas gracias por estar conmigo hoy. So glad that you are a blessing in my life, and I'm so happy to be a part of your life too, beloved. So when we begin, we got to start somewhere, and every day is indeed a new beginning. Let's not get confused. Sometimes be like, oh man, I got to start all over again. Every day is a new beginning. And the moment that I begin to see that is a place of power, a place of choice, a place where I get to make some decisions about my life and about what I want to do, what I don't want to do, what I want to create, what I want to co-create, what I want to be involved in, what I want to leave behind. As soon as I recognize that that is actually a point of power, then and only then is it that I have this opportunity to move forward. And moving forward and having great success include lots of small beginnings, that point of small beginnings. Good morning, Bertha, and happy birthday. It is definitely a new beginning for you. Happy birthday, beloved. So happy that you get to spend this day with me. And I am so happy to spend this time with you on this new beginning, right? On this new journey. Every day is that new beginning. Now, if you've been with us in all of the previous episodes, one of the things that that we have been developing and building upon as the weeks go by is a practice at the beginning of your day. Now, that practice has been drinking water, stating your affirmations, surrendering. And today I'm going to add something else to surrender because sometimes that word surrender is not necessarily something that people are looking forward to. But having that water right next to your bedside, drinking the water and saying, my life is amazing. Life is good. God is good. Living spirit within me provides. I surrender this day to that which is good. And with the surrender today, what I am encouraging folks to include in their daily practice is a stretch, and to begin to actually use our body and begin to stretch and have that be part of the loving of our bodies, these physical vehicles that we've been given in which to navigate on this earthly plane. So when we drink water, water is known to be like the fluid of the gods, if you will. It is the thing that cleanses us out. And as you look at your water and it's clear, what we're saying is we're taking in that clarity. Our bodies are mostly water, so we're adding to the clarity. We're being very, very clear as to, this is the time, even if it's just 2 to 3 minutes, this does not take long, right? Taking that in, affirming our lives. Today I eat clean. I enjoy my sober life. I enjoy my clean life. Whatever those affirmations are for you, to say that, and then to turn over your day to your higher power. Surrender that day. It's just like, I already know that living spirit within me has an amazing day planned. And though I have things to do, whether it's go to work or go to school or meet with people or be home and do chores or things of that nature, when we actually surrender the outcome of the day, what a surprise we get. And as we're surrendering that our day, and we begin just kind of stretching and stretching and gently stretching and gently stretching, and participate in stretching our arms, our legs, our neck, and stretching our bodies, we begin to actually surrender and stretch and be a blessing. We're blessing our bodies with the motion. And that is beginning. Now, at any point in time, you can get upset. It could be 11 o'clock and something upsets you. Well, begin again. Begin again. Grab some water. Drink down some water. You can never have too much water, right? Never, ever, ever. Grab some water. Drink some water. Affirm. Surrender. And stretch. Was, water affirmation, surrender, stretch. And at any point in time, especially as people in recovery, we want to be able to put into practice something that sincere, that's sweet, that's simple, that actually brings us back to center. Because here's what I know about you. What I know about you is that you are the unique and unrepeatable way that living spirit, that life, that God shows up on this planet in human form. You see, here's what I know, right? I know that there's a power, a presence, a life, that it is whole, perfect, and complete, that it is infinite intelligence, that it is eternal, that it is love, joy, peace, power, presence, that it's harmony, that it's abundance and beauty and creativity, that it is wisdom, that it is perfection. And this power, this presence created everything. It created everything out of itself. The planets, our planet, all of nature. And it created everything out of itself. Therefore, everything in creation has that God self, that Godness, that God DNA, if you will. I mean, science has already proven that we are made of the same stuff that the stars are made out of. That's our oneness. And so you are the unique, unrepeatable, perfect, whole, and complete way that living spirit is expressing itself. You're the way that living spirit, that love beauty is appearing on this planet in human form. What has happened is that we have forgotten that this is our truth. We have forgotten that this is our truth. And so we seek the truth in fulfillment of overeating on food, on binging on drugs or alcohol, or binge watching Netflix or Hulu, or whatever it is that we're doing, over shopping or overspending, being in anxiety and stress and depression. We're seeking something outside of us to fulfill us, when really, when we begin to look within us and listen to that still small voice within, that is the greatest power. Now, as your spiritual living coach, it is my joy to bring you the spiritual tools and the loving support necessary for your personal transformation. And so if you're stuck in beliefs and behaviors that are destructive, then what you need is a conscious connection with that indwelling presence, so that you can establish healthy living, so that you can begin to focus on life, living fully. The way that happens is when you surrender to this indwelling presence within you. You don't have to, do 50 million jumping jacks or climb the mountaintop or go to the depth of the ocean to find living spirit. Living spirit is right where you are. And what we've done is we've looked to our drugs, our alcohol, these addictive things, these intoxicants to fulfill us, when really what we're searching for to fix that spiritual malady is a spiritual remedy. And so as your spiritual living coach, allow me to guide you to find your own living spirit within you, that voice that power and that presence that is right where you are. And so that's what we've been embarking upon that beginning, and beginning right where we are. Now, it also takes some consistency. I know that consistency is essential, because we continue to do the same thing over and over and over again. But this time, instead of it being destructive, we begin to do the same thing over and over again. So we establish a routine and a way of living that actually supports us, that actually lifts us up, that actually brings into our lives that which is for our highest good and our highest good always. I want to read to you just a little excerpt of beginning. And it's part of a prayer. And so I'm going to read my prayer that is written in the book, and then we're going to go into some time in the stillness and silence as we finish out our day and our February. Ready? In the beginning, God. There is one power, one presence, one life. That life is God. God is all-knowing, everywhere present, and all-powerful. God is infinite, indivisible, absolute, peace and love. God is the creative intelligence behind everything. Therefore, my life is the life of God now. As I start anew, I speak this prayer as a reminder that I can always begin again. Beginning now, I see that everything comes together for my good. Each moment is a new moment, and I enter it with love, peace, and joyful expectancy of something amazing. I choose that which is for my highest and best. When I forget, I can always begin again with no shame, no blame. My life is filled with all that I need. Each time a new beginning. I embrace that there's always newness in each moment. I participate in the flow of life, and I am renewed. I am now open and receptive to all the ways I experience beginnings of every kind. I am grateful for this truth. I accept this truth as my truth. I accept this truth as my truth now, and I give thanks for the richness of beginnings. Releasing this word into the universal law of God, I joyfully look forward to joy, to ease, to grace, demonstrating in, through, and as my life. And so it is, and now it is. So I invite you now to simply allow your eyes to close gently, if you're comfortable, if you're in a place where you can do that. The invitation is to breathe normally and naturally, to allow yourself to just settle into this moment just for a few moments. I invite you to see yourself living your best life. And as you see yourself living your best life, where we start making that manifest is in this moment. So we work backwards. We work backwards. I see myself at the end of the day going, what a great day. And as I see myself in having enjoyed my great day, and I work backwards from right now, I ask myself, what is necessary? What attitude, what beliefs, what actions and behaviors must I take today in order for me to end my day going, wow, what a great day. What an amazing day. It means I get to be gentle with myself. It means I get to be productive. Maybe it means that I get to be loving and kind. Maybe it means that the words that come out of my mouth are affirming and loving and peaceful. Maybe it means that what I put into my body today is for my highest good. That the water that I put into my body, that the foods that I put into my body today are foods that nourish me. It might mean that I stay away from the things and the people and the places in which I don't know how to handle yet. It may mean that peace is my theme for today. Whatever it is for you. If you're going to say, wow, today's been a great day, then what are the attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors that lead me to that? And this is where we begin. And we set ourselves up for success this way. See yourself setting yourself up for success. This is where we begin. We begin with the end in mind, with the goal in sight. And we breathe into that. Knowing that each breath is a cleansing breath. Just like you wouldn't want to breathe in any polluted air, you want to breathe in fresh air. It's the same thing with what you put into your body today. It's the same with what you feed your mind with today. See yourself staying away from the drama, from the chaos. See yourself feeding your mind and your spirit uplifting messages. Turn off the news. Seek to uplift one another. Continue on your road of recovery. Notice how great it feels. And say, yes, more of that. Thank you. Yes, thank you. More. Thank you. Please, more. Yes, thank you. It all begins right now. You are at that point of choice. And in each and every moment of choice, see yourself making amazing decisions. See yourself making those decisions that are for your highest and your best, and for the highest and best of those around you as well. I know when I feel good, I smile more. I compliment people more. I engage with folks more because I feel good. And that feeling good trickles out to others. So that's what we get to do today. And on the next inhale, taking love and light and joy and peace. And on the exhale, release that same love, light, joy, and peace. And then gently open your eyes and behold the beauty around you. Behold your space. Behold all the gifts of today. Behold that today is a new beginning and that you are always in the position of power, that you are always in the position to choose for yourself what is for your highest and best. Happy birthday again, Bertha, and happy birthday to all of you who are also celebrating. I'm going to encourage you to either go to Amazon and pick up my book, Begin Within, a playbook for living your genuine life. There it is. Or if you send me a message, I can autograph it for you and send it to you, and you can begin to follow along with me. Now, what I had promised was that I was going to be opening up. There's some spaces opening up for some one-on-one coaching, and there's actually a group space that's going to be opening up for some group coaching, spiritual living coaching as a group. And I wanted to get that started in March. However, we're going to push it back and start in the springtime, which is the end of March, but it's actually going to be mid-April. So if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, I've got some spaces coming up available, some spots opening up as people finish up with me. And the new group coaching, which is going to be about 5 to 6 people, is going to be opening up again in mid-April. So if you want to transform your life, if you want to grow along spiritual lines, if you want to have a transformation, if you want to move from being stuck in beliefs and behaviors that are destructive to incorporating and starting a new way of living where you experience freedom and joy and power and peace and abundance, you may want to consider being part of my one-on-one or being part of the group coaching. Again, and it's small groups. So it's about 5 to 10 folks in a small group. Let me know that you're interested so that I can send you the information. Again, we're going to be starting in mid-April. Next month, our theme is going to be Imagine. So we've got a lot happening. But until then, please continue on a daily basis. This is where you start, right? On a daily basis in the morning, water, affirmation, surrender, stretch. Water, affirmation, surrender, stretch. That is going to begin your daily way of living so that you are already experiencing the transformation that you want. Know that you are loved and valued, and I deeply, deeply care about you and appreciate you. So allow me to continue to be your spiritual living coach. Until next Monday, have a great, great week, and let me know how I can contribute to your life. Bye for now.